Welcome back to the Could Try Harder channel. It's been a while, sorry about that. There's been a lot going on. Just to bring you up to speed then. So, last thing we did was to complete the Nissan Leaf. That got completed, that was around about sort of January time. It took a while to sell that. Short range EVs in a crash damaged state salvage are not the easiest things to sell, but we did find somebody who was looking for a second EV, and they're very happy with it. They went and looked at the videos and saw the repair and stuff and appreciated the transparency that we show on the channel where we're repairing these things. We've got a new project and it's time for you guys to see what that is. I'm super excited about it. It's something I've had before. It's crash damaged. It's not another EV. It's kind of the opposite of that. So without further ado, because you have to say that, let's show you around the car. For anybody who doesn't know, this is a BMW M3 2013 model, one of the last made, which means it's a 500 limited edition. Colours carbon black with a black leather interior, extended leather, and this I bought from Copart on category S, so that means structural damage, can go back on the road with an appropriate repair. Go. Of course, the first thing to do is to jack up the car, and I've got it on my nice 2-post lift. I've got a video on installing this on the channel. I'll link that down below if you fancy taking a look. Of course, I'll pretty quickly figure out that there's no way these locking bolts or any of the other wheel bolts are going to come off with the rattle gun, or indeed with the extender bar, and so I have to drop it back down onto the floor again so that we can actually get the wheel bolts undone. You never know what you're going to get with a new car. There's a piece of polystyrene in the front crash bar here. It does not look like the crash bar's been impacted actually. That may be okay, which will be a bonus. But there is a connection here which is quite probably for pedestrian impact detection. And if the car detects any kind of impact in this front bumper area, it can, doesn't always, but it can set off the airbags. We don't want to set off the airbags. The airbags inside the car are not being set off. The ones under the bonnet have, that's fine, we're okay with that. But the ones inside the car have not been. So let's go disconnect the battery and then it can't set the airbags. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Poke him in the head. Right. Sectional. Okay, so one of the first things I need to do is find out just how much damage the car's got, and the best way to do that right now is to take out both arch liners. Certainly on the driver's side the wheel has been pushed back. I need to understand if that's been pushed back and damaged the chassis, damaged the shell of the car or not. So a bunch of 8mm bolts and a couple of 10mm plastic nuts, and we should find that out shortly. This is very bad. Got a big dent in it. It's not leaking. God, there's very little damage underneath it. It's ever so strange. Ever so strange. Lots of this. Next step, probably bumper off, I think. Lots of 8mm off. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is, and also don't know why there isn't one on the other side. It's like a bumper reinforcement. Whatever was behind it is dead. These are going to be fun. 2 8mm up here to get the bumper off. One. Where's the other one? Here. Put that in bumper. So there you go. Bottom of that is now off. Now we drop the car down and we can undo the top brackets for the bumper. That guy's a legend. He would know where it's bent, I bet. Well, he doesn't do crash damage stuff. Usually. That's a washer pipe. Right, we need a part number from this. Who vacuums the underside of their car? Or is it covered in farmyard? I do. So you see this bottom piece here, this is the one I haven't got, obviously. That is like a banana. This bar doesn't look too bad. It might be damaged. I do have it. It's not a problem. I can get 2 of those. It's like 200 quid to replace all of this, both sides. So no big deal. I'm not sure the strut is bent, but if that's bent and it's pushed that back, and this is bent and it's brought it in, because the impact has been in this direction, right, towards this front corner, then that would explain why that strut appears more vertical than the one on the other side. So I think the next step is probably to pull both of these things off, see whether that allows the strut to kind of wander backwards and forwards, and then get the part numbers off them and order them. Looking down the chassis, it doesn't look like there's any damage there at all, so I think we might just be looking at suspension and body panels, and if that's the case, the price that I paid for this car is an absolute flipping bargain. I think again this piece very much bent, need to get that off, need to get this off. Looks like this tyre, this outer inner tie rod maybe is bent also. That's one of those clips, I can take that off. Don't want to give up, do you? Steering rod off as well. Let's put some light message. Ow! Again, start where you left off. Right, Can we get in? Not with that. Really loud. Get some ear defenders on. Saturday today. Yes. So it was soon pretty obvious that only 2 out of the 3 were going to come off by tightening and untightening them with the rattle gun. Out comes the grinder, and a couple of cuts later and the 3rd ball joint is off. Finally. Okay. Haha, you just didn't want to come out there, do you? Okay. Okay. Right, let's get a bit of a WD on it. So rusty. Right. Do we want to measure? We probably do. Okay, so from the millimeters, it is 11. Oh, 11 dead. I love those clamp pliers, man, they're so good. Right, oh, we need to get, yes, that's what we're going to do, isn't it? So one more thing I think to do before we call this one, and that is to get this suspension arm back in, or the new one rather, not back, which goes in here, but I think potentially needs the ball joint to go in first, and then kind of comes, let's get your nut on your ball joint. Should just slide in. There you go. Just slide in. That'd be great. Thank you. Right. Okay. Good, good. This is where you need one of those pokey doodahs. Instead, what I have is a gentle tap with a hammer. Oh, you. There we go, bang on. Where's the bolt gone? There you are. There we go. but I'll go and do that in a minute. But that is tight, that is too big. I think you're probably supposed to tighten that up with it on the ground, if I'm honest, because it's a bush. So we'll tag it up, we'll get some white paint and we'll put that on there to say that that's torqued. So that's it for another video. If you've made it this far, thank you very much, thank you for watching. We've got a list of parts. I now need to go off and find the best price for those, whether it's BMW, whether it's eBay or some other place like Autodoc or Eurocar Parts, whoever it may be, don't really care. I'm going to buy quality parts, so it's Lemforder, TRW, people like that. We've got, obviously you saw one of the trailing arms on there. I'm not even sure that one was particularly damaged, but what we did do is we found the sort of rear lower dog bone that was broken. I'm going to go and order that now and we'll try and get this thing back on its wheels and rolling. That will enable me to pull the car out, start to take the wing off, start to take that passenger side sill off. I need to find headlights, I need to find a bumper, I need to find a new door mirror. There's lots and lots of parts that we need for this car, but maybe not as many as might have been, right? It's completely missed the front crash structure, the front crash bar, and so that's going to limit the amount of those parts we need to buy. Maybe it's gone further in terms of the suspension because of where it hit. Anyway, long story short, we should be able to repair this, I believe. All of the major parts look good. Thanks again for coming along for the ride, and there'll be more soon where we try and get this lovely E92 M3 in carbon black back on the road and driving.